Right, there's our full metal jacket, 30 caliber bullet tip. We put that in the collet chuck. This is the collet chuck. Tighten it down. Take our drill bit. Bring that into focus. Right, you see what I'm doing? Just putting a drill bit in a chuck, really. Right, bring it up to close to the bullet and lock it down. Now we just start off quite slowly, just to allow the drill bit to seat into the end of the bullet, to find its centre itself. There's a little indentation in the bottom of that, but because it's lead, it doesn't really, the drill bit doesn't follow that. It goes to the hardest point, which is the copper. And we just allow it to just get itself centralised up. You can hear a bit of vibration there. That's just because the drill bit's quite far away. The chuck, the drill bit is far away from the other chuck. But that's it. We're through now. It's quieting down a bit. If you can hear that, it's through the initial first stage. So now we can just carry on. First of all, let me just show you it. All these little bits of shavings, like filings or whatever, with a drill, that's copper, right? You see that, sorry, that's copper. That's the spirals, I suppose. The little spirals that the drill produces of the copper. I'm not interested in the lead, like we just want rid of that, but the copper and the brass, I save them. I'll show you, look. I save them because they're like, I can put them into a casting and then make up pen blanks or whatever, any kind of blanks, whatever you want to make. And whenever you turn it, you'll have all little bits of brass and copper lines and shavings and swirls, and it looks quite good. Do you know what I mean? So I save all them. Right, so we carry on. We're just drilling the lead out now. And just take your time. Oh, I need to put the lock the lathe stock, the tail stock down. Just take your time and drill in. I've come to the end of the quill now. Talking too much. Right, oh. Bring that back a wee bit. Give myself a bit of movement. Right, to there. Lock it down. There's a wee bit of copper. I'll keep that. Scavenge. Right, let's get started again. Sorry about that. Right, so we just slowly go into the bullet, allowing the lead to come away, keeping your eye out for the wee bits of copper and whatever. I've got a depth stop on there, which is a little blue piece of tape, but you can generally tell, like I'm coming to the end now, I can feel it, you can hear it as well. So I'll take that out a wee bit, take the lead off the end. Wee bits of copper, put them down there, pick them out later on. Right, take it back in briefly. We're almost there, so I'll just give it a little push. That's fine. Right, now I'm going to just put this a little bit in just a minute. This is a slightly bigger drill bit, and I'm only putting that in there just to widen the very front. There's virtually nothing to take away, but if I don't do that, there's a little piece of lead left inside there. And what you normally do is you'd put the small drill bit in, drill the little hole at the front where the ink cartridge protrudes out. But what I like to do is I like to stop the lathe. I like this way. I hope it works to show you. I like to take it out and give it a little tap on the lathe bed, and then you get that little bit that comes out there, and that's just the last little bit of lead in the bullet. The other way to do it is to just put the small drill bit in, drill it through, and it normally sort of sticks to the end of the little drill bit and you need to peel it off and it's a pain in the neck. But I like doing it that way because I like tapping it on there like that, you know what I mean? It's just something I like. And it's good to show people when you're showing people and you tap it like that and it comes out. Anyway, it's just one of those things that you like doing. Right, then we take this small drill bit. I'll do this now. Take the small drill bit. Now, I have to stress to you, but I should have said it to myself a long time ago. Whenever you're finished with this, you got to take it out straight away. Don't tell me how I know, but when you're doing that and you're messing about and you pull your hand back, then you'll know. Do you know what I mean? Believe me, look at the marks. I should have took it out. But anyway, I'll need to remember. Right, so you start it up. This is just drilling the final hole through the end of the bullet tip. You'll hear it pop. Most of the time you hear a little pop. You may not pick it up, but you never know. Nice and slow. Oh. Nah, you didn't really hear it. I felt it, but you didn't really hear it. You may have heard it. Okay, so that's basically that part done at the moment. We take that out and set it aside. You can see the little bit there. All we do is just flick that off like that. And then what you have is the little bullet, the little hole in the end, and all the lead removed. You see that there?